am Elise Hope with BlackAmericaWeb.com. I'm here with Dr. Jewel Tankard. How are you?
I'm doing great, girl.
Thank
Good
you so much for stopping by.
Yes, girl. I love Dallas.
Yes. Now, for those who don't know you, can you tell us about yourself and what inspired you to become a financial planner?
Absolutely. Which I really don't consider myself to be a financial planner, more of like a wealth strategist.
Okay.
I went to school for economics at U of M, and I grew up in a household where my parents were I'm a fourth generation entrepreneur. My parents were extremely successful entrepreneurs and still are actually to this day. But there was a period in our lives that were devastating. I grew up with like his and her Rolls Royces, his and her Mercedes.
Wow.
Girl, housekeepers, cooks, drivers, and at 19, we lost everything.
Back in the day.
Okay. I was like, how did we lose all of this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I started asking my mom a lot of questions like, hey, what did you think? Do we have any money saved? Do we have any money invested? Do we have anything paid off? And her answer for everything was, well, your father thought this and your father said this. And, mom was just a product of her generation. But it made me say, hey, I need to get financially educated for myself because it's not cool that you didn't trust your gut on any of the money issues at all.
Now, what ways does your ministry impact your financial advising?
I think, yeah, for sure, because, God is clear in the Bible that he came that we would have life and have life more abundantly.
Absolutely.
But some kind of way it got twisted where people feel like, oh, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, you got to be broke or you got to be modest. But God was extravagant. He's an extravagant God. He's a big God. So, yeah, they definitely are interface for sure.
Now, how can we teach children about money and ways to invest it as well?
I'm actually getting ready to launch a kids book with
Really?
cartoons. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. They're cute. I'm using our family kind of is the motto.
Okay.
But basically, you can start talking to them about their spending. You can start talking to them about investing. You can start talking to them about compounded interest. You'll be surprised at how much children really get. And they're not going to just listen to what you say. They're going to actually watch your behavior.
Yes,
so you can actually say, hey, we're going to the store right now and we're going to spend this amount, but right after that, we're going to go to the bank. And when we go to the bank, this is what we're doing with the money.
Actually showing them.
Right. Like you can almost make it like a Monopoly game. If you're buying land or houses, talk to them about it.
Right.
Like, hey, I could have spent $5,000 on a Gucci purse, but I used that $5,000 to buy a tax lien property.
Hey. That's one way to look at it. Now, what are your views on the use of credit cards? For instance, my parents are CPAs, and they told me at a young age, have 1 or 2 credit cards and pay that balance off in full when you get that bill. That's it. What are your views on that?
No, I totally agree. I mean, the only major credit card that I really like to have is American Express.
Okay.
I have several American Express, probably about 5 of them.
Now, why American Express?
Well, because they help to, first of all, you have to pay them off in 30 days.
Yes.
Second of all, they have a lot of benefits and perks for rental cars, hotels, travel, buying gifts. Like you earn points. Like a lot of times I don't even spend money on a rental car because I have so much with points that I spend. And I use my American Express credit card to pay a lot of my business expenses. They're very, very good from a business standpoint with helping you to categorize what's being spent where. And at the end of the year, it's very easy for your accountant to be able to see, hey, these were your expenses because you use everything for that credit card. Okay. So every profit center that I have, whether it's in trading foreign currency or real estate or in TV, I have an American Express that's attached to that and all the expenses go on that. So it's really easy to reconcile.
Okay. Now you have a tour coming up, Girls Take Wall Street, right?
Yes, girl.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So I was doing, a couple months ago, I was in Wall Street and with a girlfriend of mine, and we were taping for Black Friday Part 2. Black Friday is like a movie about economic development. So we were working, I was in Black Friday, well, both of us were in Black Friday. Now we're going to be in Part 2. So we were up there doing a whole expose of Wall Street, New York Stock Exchange, currency, all of that. And how African Americans impacted Wall Street. And how they were slaves there and how the wall was built and all that. So when I was up there, it was such an amazing experience. I said, I want to bring a group of 50 African American women up here. And so we got together and said, hey, let's do it, And so it's going to be a field trip. So we're going to the American Museum of Finance. We're going to a boat tour. We're doing a press conference up there, a dinner.
That sounds fun.
So, and a meeting. And the meeting is going to be about money and building your wealth. So it's going to be good.
Can I come?
Yes, girl. Okay. Yes, we got you. We got you.
And now, for those who are in relationships, what are ways to prevent fallouts over money, especially those who are married?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I think that you have to have conversations about that. Yeah. And you have to be honest about who's the producer, who's the manager, and who's the investor, because they're different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's different. Somebody might be able to go out and make a lot of money, but it doesn't mean that they know how to manage it, and or it doesn't mean that they know how to invest it. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think that finding out, being able to admit, this is a strength for me, this is a weakness for me. So like when I married my honey, he was producing circles around my head, but I was investing and managing circles around his. Okay. So we kind of got together and got on the plan. Duo. That's it, girl. Yeah. That's it. So we got together, and it's really allowed us to build a really phenomenal empire.
Yeah, I like that. So one last question on Money Matters. For those who want to be entrepreneurs, what do you suggest for them to get their business off the ground?
You got to trust your gut. Like all that, I'm not against a business plan, but I've never written one.
Really?
No, never written a business plan in my entire life, even though I went to School of Economics at the University of Michigan. And it's not just because I'm so smart. I've just learned, I trust this. Right. I trust that gut, you know what I mean? And I don't ask advice from people who've never done what I want to become. Okay. Because I think that's what a lot of entrepreneurs do. They go and talk to mom and them may not be qualified. Right. They'll say, baby, you better get you a good job, child. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not what you need to hear. Right. So learn how to trust your gut, number one. Number two is just because you have a dream, it doesn't mean you have to quit your job yesterday. You have to be able to balance that and say, hey, I'm going to be ready to quit my job the beginning of 2018 because I paid off these credit cards, I paid off my car. Now I'm ready to go full time and become a CEO. And so kind of plan those things out. Start form your wealth cabinet. You know, who's on your wealth cabinet that can help to advise you in your taxes or maybe real estate or whatever you want your business to be. Make sure that you have a team of people that you can go to and really get good, solid, sound wealth advice, not just nay and them.
Yeah, kitchen table talk type stuff. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
All right, now switching gears for a second. For those who don't know, Dr. Jules Tankard starred on Bravo's hit reality TV show, Thicker Than Water.
Yeah, the Tankards.
The Tankard. So is it coming back on? Because my friends and I want to know, like, will there be another season? If so, when? Please tell me so.
Yes, we got a lot of really good surprises. I will say this, you guys will not be disappointed. Oh. Yeah.
I'm so excited because I'm a huge fan. Please tell Brooklyn, Brittany, Zareen, and Diamond I said hello from Texas. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? I'm so excited for you. You're doing so great. If you want more information about Girls Take Wall Street, please visit blackamericaweb.com. I'm your host, Elise Hope.